You know, when I got here tonight, I felt okay about myself. And then John had something to say that made me think. I wonder. You know, I was confident. Same thing happened to me about 50 years ago when somebody said I only live for Jesus. That kind of threw me for a loop, too. All right. This might be short. Stand-up comedy takes a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy. It's not like I'm tired at the end of the day. I work for the government. Sorry about that, Tim. I worked at a employment office in South Minneapolis. Every day I'd see people who wanted to be well paid, but they didn't want to work hard. They had a bad attitude. Some of the people coming in to look for work weren't much better. Pick on unemployed people. He's a monster. So, there are hardworking government employees, so we know that at least one of them's here tonight. Kind of screwed up my punchline, though. If either one of them is here tonight, it'd mean you. All right, I got something funny on here somewhere. I know I do. That's my one line that works. Thank you, Jesus. Is that what you said? Good. All right. All right, I got something from my granddaughter. Why did the chicken cross the playground? Get to the other slide. Talked to an old man. I'm in Toastmasters. We practice giving speeches. A.C. Carlson. You ever heard of him? Has a appliance store in Bristol. Anyway, he said he was married he's been married about 50 years ago. 50 years, and he proposed to his wife. She said, "We got to save $1,000 first. You got to save $1,000." A couple months later, she said, "So how you doing on the saving?" He said, "I got $100." She said, "Close enough." I thought that was funny. He's been telling that for the last 50 years. Alice's mom had 3 children. Their names were Dime, Nickel, and
Henny.
Alice.
All right. Henny Youngman died at the age of 91 or so. And I got a little punchline quiz here. Take my wife. Please, right. Yeah, I don't need one, of course, according to John. Man, no, not yet. Jeez, this is too easy for me. I must have a dark side. You know, these are some of my favorite songs, Where the Boys Are. That is scary, isn't it? Well, for me, not for you. All right. Any young told about the guy that went to the doctor. Doctor gave him 6 months to live. He couldn't pay his bills, so the doctor gave him another 6 months. All right. Guy came in, told the doctor, "My arm hurts when I do this." The doctor said, "Don't do that." Said, "Also, my leg hurts. What can I do about that?" What'd you say? Limp. That's what the doctor said. All right, I think it's the timing. I think I have to leave longer pauses. No, get it over with? All right. You might have a point there. There's another old joke. You ever heard of Dr. Kinsey? All right, what did Dr. Kinsey say to the pervert? He said, "You're okay in my book." All right. Ham Sandwich walked into the bar. Bartender said, "We don't serve food." See, now you got some stuff to take home anyway. You know? All right. That doesn't mean I'm leaving quite yet. You know, Henny Youngman during World War II, he said an Italian girl saved his life by hiding him in her basement in Cleveland. You know, I'm back from Vegas too. I got back from Vegas not too long ago. I thought that was a waste of money. Of course, I went with 2 people I didn't like that much, myself and my wife. I had a tough childhood like some of you folks. You ever have I had a parent who was infatuated with breasts. I said, they're nice, Dad, but put some clothes on. All right, you never know when it's gonna work. Ever been stopped by the cops? Anybody been stopped by the cops? Did they ask you the question they asked me? You know why I stopped you? Did they expect you to say the liquor store robbery last night? Yeah, that's right. Ever watch cops? Yeah, what do the cops always tell the guy? Don't lie to me, right? Yeah, you're bad boys. But he also says, don't lie to me. And then the guy tells the truth, and they send him to jail anyway. This is a nice crowd. When did I perform last? About 3 weeks ago, and there was a fellow there kept yelling out, "I'm sleeping with your mom." Just the straight line gets a whack. Oh, you are? That's interesting. Why? Is there a group? Is there a 12-step group for me? I said, he kept doing it. I finally said, "You're drunk, Dad. Go home." That's actually a lie. I don't. I was 34, and my sister called to tell me that she was my mom, and my mom was my grandmother, and all that stuff. My cousins, my nephews were my cousins. I asked who my dad was. She said, "I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you that I loved him and I wasn't drunk. If I had a love child in 42, I would have claimed I was drunk." All right, well, you guys have been very kind. I'm not going to push it here. I'll tell you one thing I kind of like, an old thing where Ole is dying, okay, and calls Lena over. He says, Lena, I've been thinking, 20 years ago when we bought the farm and we had the crops failed, you were here, and 10 years ago when the barn burned down, you were at my side, and now I'm dying and you're here. Lena, I'm starting to think you're bad. Bless you, thank you for your kindness. I have to go home and decide whether I'm gay or not.
Let's give a warm hand to Richard. Yeah, I just can't help being at the Legion Hall. I gotta tell you about the Legion.